I'm coming to you live from the aquarium where I'm looking at the most exquisite, beautiful fish. I don't know if you can see through this window about just this clownfish and I don't even know. I just looked at thousands of species of beautiful, beautiful fish. And it's reminding me of the Torah reading that we're going to be reading on the last days, on this weekend, of the last days of Passover, of Pesach, when the Torah speaks about Kriyas Yamsuf, about the sea, with all of these fish and beautiful sea life splits on behalf of the Jewish people. And I always wondered, what was it about Kriyas Yamsuf that's different from the first 10 plagues, right? The Nile turns into blood, and there are frogs everywhere, and there's all this crazy plagues going on. And then we have Kriyas Yamsuf, we have the splitting of the Red Sea. Why do we consider the splitting of the Red Sea any different than the first 10 plagues? I mean, they afflicted the Egyptians, they helped the Jewish people across, no different than any other plague. Why don't we just call it 11th plague? Why does it have its own status? And there are many different answers to this question, but my favorite is because the 10 plagues were all affected by Moses or Aaron, the elders, the leaders taking their staff, and then through, of course, God performing this miracle. Whereas the splitting of the Red Sea, our sages teach, it happened because Nachshon ben Aminadav, this one ordinary citizen from one of the tribes, he walked forward until finally the sea split. It wasn't until an ordinary Jewish person, not an elder, not Moses, not Aaron, but just a Jew took action and started walking into the waters. And the Midrash says that as he continued to walk, when finally the water hit his nose, the sea split. When it was an ordinary Jewish person that demonstrated faith in God, God reacted with a great miracle. And that's a very important lesson for us. We have leaders, we need our important Jewish leaders, but Judaism comes down to each and every one of our own observance, stepping up, and all of us becoming leaders. That's the difference between Kriyas Yamsuf, the splitting of the Red Sea, and the other 10 plagues. The other 10 plagues happened because of our leaders. The splitting of the Red Sea happens because of us. My blessing to all of you as we go into our second days of Passover is that Judaism should speak to all of us, not wait for the leaders, but take your step right into the water. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.